Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Ivan Penaluna.
I'm Byron Bertram.
And on tonight's episode...
Lochte steals Kim's gold.
Ooh.
Oh, you guys like to tell jokes and giggle and kid around, huh? Giggling like a bunch of young broads in a schoolyard. Well, let me tell a joke.
I wanted this to be professional.
I don't gotta listen to this shit.
You certainly don't, pal. Because the good news is...
Awesome!
With Byron Bertram and Ivan Penaluna.
So this is one of the stories this week, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, this is the big story. I mean, there's no bigger news than this. I mean, Kim Kardashian lost some of her treasure, and what Kanye West, he had to cancel his show halfway through. He's suspending his political campaign from 2020 to make sure that his useless, talentless wife, who is famous just for nothing.
So he's suspending his presidential campaign for 2020 to mop up her tears.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good use of his time. Actually, this isn't actually the story of the week. The story of the week is the presidential debate between Hillary Clinton, or Reptillery as I like to call her, and the Thump. And
yeah.
Yeah, we had that as well.
Yeah, totally.
It's probably distant memory in the.
Well, that was a few days ago. I mean, I'm still pretty upset about Kim. I mean, I'm just hoping she's all right. I mean, that's some valuable shit. I mean, fuck.
So let's roll with this story. So basically, Kim Kardashian, she's home alone.
She's home alone. She's got no security, nothing. You know,
she's got no safe. The jewelry's not in a safe.
Multimillionaire. She just happens to travel to France with a bunch of jewelry around, and then she gets it stolen. And then they tie her up, and then they don't even try to assault her.
Let's rewind. This is like that. This is like that spit roast story. You're going too fast. You need to break down the details, right? So she's home alone. She's got no security. The kids aren't there. She's on tour with Kanye. She thinks, Kanye's got a gig in Paris tonight. May as well go along with my $11 million worth of jewelry, right?
Kanye was in New Jersey or something like that.
Oh, was he in New Jersey?
Yeah.
What's she doing in Paris then?
Oh, she was there for Fashion Week.
Oh, she's there for Fashion Week.
Fashion Week.
Okay. So when Kanye dropped the mic on stage, and I just want to say, it's almost like he's got a job at a factory. He's heard that there's an emergency at home, drops his tools, and you can hear him on the tape. He goes, "I've got an emergency. I've got to go."
Yeah,
everybody's like, "What?" And when you're playing to maybe 10,000 people, like Donald Trump does, you can't just drop tools because you're having a family emergency. And also,
Kanye does it all the time. He doesn't even show up for gigs, and people keep forgiving him.
Well, that's true enough. That's fair enough.
It's so fucking annoying.
But that's a common problem in the rap world.
It is, yeah. They're just unreliable rappers.
Unreliable. I remember we got a mutual friend who said his friend in Ottawa was a producer and a gig booker for rap acts, and he says never fucking pay these guys until they've done the gig.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting off track. So basically, he's in New Jersey.
Yeah.
He drops the mic
just so
and says, "Listen, I've got a family emergency." What the fuck's he think he's going to do in New Jersey when she's in Paris?
I guess he's just got to quickly Skype her.
He's going to get on a plane and fly all the way over there, right there and then?
Yeah, no.
Just finish the gig, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Finish the gig.
Oh, there's been times I had to take a shit really bad, but I just I held it in because I had
in front of just 30 people.
Yeah, not even 10 people.
10 people, and you held that shit in.
I held that shit in.
And Kanye West can't do that.
He can't do it. I don't know if my shit is like a Kim Kardashian, but it's pretty much just the same thing.
It's probably.
So you think it was fake? You think it was all rigged?
I don't know. I mean, there's some speculations. It sounds a bit like a BDSM sort of like porno storyline.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
But I'm wondering.
She gets it. 5 guys come in with guns. That's the other detail that we want to go over. 5 guys come in with guns, and they go, "Oh, give us your fucking jewelry," right? And she's like, "Oh no, don't hurt me. Take everything, right?" And so they tie her up. They put gaffer tape around her mouth and everything, and they throw her in the bath. Now, my thinking is, listen, you're already robbing a place. You're already committing a major armed robbery, right? You're stealing millions of dollars of jewelry. A quick grope.
Yeah.
It's not that big. It's not going to add much to the sentence.
Yeah, exactly.
But whether that happened or not, my point is it just seems a bit funny.
It does, yeah. I mean, somehow I just think if the Clinton machine, maybe they could find a way to blame this on Donald Trump too.
Or maybe the Clinton machine actually just generated this so that we wouldn't be talking about the WikiLeaks story.
Oh, yeah, right.
Which is the other thing I'd like to talk about tonight.
Well, it's funny how mainstream media covers Kim's tits and ass and lost treasures, but nobody gives a shit about important news.
I can't find a story about the WikiLeaks disclosures on the mainstream media anywhere, which is astounding, really, because for those of you who haven't been following this, you don't know, Julian Assange was supposed to be releasing this bombshell series of leaks, a dump of information that was going to, in his words, destroy Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign. And he's postponed that or cancelled it because in his words, he's worried about security, which means he's worried for his own life. Now, you got to remember that he's locked up in the Ecuadorian embassy in London. I don't know how he thinks that she can get to him, but this is how seriously dangerous Hillary Clinton is. And there's people out there going, yeah, she's definitely the right choice for president.
Yeah.
When you've got somebody who's in another country of that sort of a level of notoriety and activism, being that scared of this person who isn't even in power yet.
Yeah.
That tells you that this is a bad person.
It's probably not a good person.
Probably not a good person.
Probably not a good person.
But definitely a better choice than a man who once called a woman fat.
Well, he's a meanie poo.
He's a meanie poo. And for that reason alone, in the liberal logic, he shouldn't be president.
Well, I don't trust his tan either. I mean, look at that tan. Look at that orange tan.
Yeah, I know. Well, after
He
Jimmy
looks like
Fallon,
a used car salesman from California.
in 1988.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
After Jimmy Fallon, you don't have to worry about his hair, though, because Jimmy Fallon gave that a good rub and it was all there.
It was all there. Did you see that picture of Donald Trump with the Beckham top knot?
I did, but you know what? I didn't give it much time.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a real one, was it?
No, but hey, man, Photoshop it's pretty amazing.
So
that's not news, though.
So I want to get on to the Hillary Clinton and the Donald Trump debates.
Yeah. So the debate. So you think Trump won?
No, I think Trump started off very well, and it was a bit of a boxing match. It was a bit of a boxing match of personality and verbosity. But the thing is that I thought Trump started off very well, and then he got dragged into the weeds and beaten up by Clinton. He let her get under his skin.
Yeah, he kept bringing up Sean Hannity.
And it's just, why is he, the question was Iraq, and he's explaining his fucking tax receipts or something like that. He was explaining that he didn't support the Iraq war, and he was defending his position. He was being forced to do that, when all you have to do is say Benghazi, Hillary. All he had to do was pick up two weapons. One was the Clinton Foundation, the other one was Benghazi and the email scandal, and he didn't pick them up, either of them, and pull the trigger.
Yeah. Why didn't he do that?
I don't know. Maybe, it's the first time he's done that, right? So I think, rest assured, second time, the next debate is going to be a great one.
It will be exciting. We'll see what happens. It's funny how the news polls, it just constantly, especially the New York Times, there was the chances, and they were all after him about this. He paid his taxes, or he declared too much of a write-off. He didn't get charged at all, but front page he wrote off $960 million that he didn't pay, but he didn't get charged. But he should have paid taxes. We didn't pay taxes. Fuck you, Donald. By the way, Hillary's got an 80% chance of winning now because we decided. Yeah, well, here's the thing: New York Times published his tax records illegally, and then it turns out that New York Times didn't pay any tax in 2014. So, I think that was a bit of a sting by... But here's the thing, you can't be like, all right, how come New York Times ain't reporting that they didn't declare taxes? Oh, shit, what do you know?
And then Hillary Clinton comes out and says, yeah, we use the same method to avoid tax as well. So, it's a non-story.
But New York Times doesn't publish that, right?
No, of course not. No. It's a non-story. And the thing is that it's all about hitting first. If you can put that out there, Donald Trump doesn't pay tax. It doesn't matter what the truth is and what you put after that.
No, it's headlines.
It's the initial...
The headline's a shock.
Once you say something, if I go, Byron Bertram's a pedophile and put that all over...
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Facebook,
even if
right?
in small writing, actually, this is bullshit. Charges been dropped. We found no clear evidence. Doesn't matter. It's
Everybody's going to be going, Byron Bertram, pedophile.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
And that's what the British press does all the time. Pedophile. Everybody's a pedophile.
Well, they are there.
Yeah, they are.
Fair enough.
They invented pedophilia.
So anyway, the other thing I wanted to mention about the debate was Twitter was on fire the next morning with these images of Hillary. And you can go out there and look for them. Hillary wearing a wire. She's wearing a wire that's running down her back, and you can see the little power pack on her hip here.
Just like an evangelical preacher be like, you have rheumatoid arthritis.
That's right, just like that.
Right.
Just like that. And also, the moderator, Lester Holt.
Yeah.
It was quite obvious to anybody watching it that he was biased. He was the second person on Hillary's team.
Yeah, but he's Republican, I just read.
Yeah, well, it didn't seem like it on the night.
He's a Republican, just like George Bush Sr. and George Bush's daughter, who are, it doesn't matter. Wait a sec.
And also from that, what we also learned was that she'd actually got the questions a week before. Now, the Baltimore Gazette is running a story with this, saying she had the questions delivered to her a week before. And for anybody who watched that debate, as soon as she started answering that first question, I turned around to somebody next to me and saying, when did they get these questions? Did they get them a long time before? And they go, no, they've never heard these questions before. I was thinking, no, this is somebody who's quite clearly prepared for this question. Everything was wooden. Even the sound bites, even the impromptu sound bites sounded wooden as fuck. It was quite clear, I think, to anybody that Hillary Clinton had foreknowledge of the questions that were going to be asked her.
She's memorized her Shakespearean sonnets. How heavy do I journey on? What will I weigh? When what I seek, my weary journey's end. Trump is wrong. I am right.
That's very impressive.
Yeah, I don't know.
So anyway, that's what I've got to say about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Trump. Yeah, I think Trump was definitely more exciting, and he was more. But Trump doesn't really. He deflects those stuff. What I find really fascinating about Trump is he'll always throw a way to brag. And I find that really entertaining. That's why I want him to be president, just because I just love his bragging.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful. You know what? It was tremendous.
No, but he's like, you know what? That was terrible. In Charlotte, okay, it was terrible. Terrible what happened. By the way, I own several properties in Charlotte. By the way, anyway.
Yeah, they kept on doing that during the debate. He goes, yeah. I was in Charlotte. I was in Baltimore. Got some great properties in Baltimore.
He just has to just keep bragging about himself.
He can't help it.
He just can't help it. The ego on him is just so enormous, but I just find it fascinating.
Now, the other thing is he kept on doing was when she told a lie, he'd go, wrong.
But what I know is about Trump is he always changes his mind too all the time.
He just changed his mind.
Oh, no,
halfway through a sentence, he changes his mind.
Because Lester Holt, he's just after the interview, he's like, how do you think he did his moderate? I thought he did a good job. I thought he was really fair. Then the next year, he's like, did a terrible job. Terrible job. You know
you're giving him too much
fair.
credit. He changed his mind halfway through a sentence. That's why it sounds like he's flip-flopping so much. He can't make up his mind.
He did a great job. He did a great job. I mean, he could have been a bit tougher on her. He didn't do a very good job. He did a terrible job.
He did a terrible job.
Yeah.
He did a terrible job.
So I don't know.
Great job. Terrible job.
But I guess he's the better alternative, I guess. He's the wild card. And I like wild cards. I'm all, when it comes to sports, underdogs, wild cards. I'm like, we'll go for it. Let the insane monkey with the fucking comb over have a kick at the can. You know what I mean?
How much worse can it be?
Yeah, why not? Give it a go. I want Armageddon. Armageddon's fun. It's good for comedy. It's good for business.
I think this is one of the big lies that's been sold. Everybody's going, you know what, Donald Trump, if Donald Trump gets in, there's going to be a war. No, I tell you what, if Hillary Clinton gets in, there's going to be a fucking war. Really, there's going to be a war with Russia if Hillary Clinton gets in. And everybody's like, oh, well, but you know what? But she's a woman. I'm going to vote for her anyway because she's a woman.
No, but Ali G said years ago, he's like, but if you got a woman in charge, she gets so emotional, right? Because her time of the month, and what if she don't like Iran because Iran's upset her, and then she emotionally is like, oh, I want to bomb you because she's on the time of the month, yo.
Yeah, no, I think Hillary's beyond that.
Yeah, but
Hillary's not really a woman
menopause
anymore. She's a reptilian.
That's true. My dad said something interesting. He goes, if Trump does become president, though, let's be honest. I bet he's just going to get really, really bored because government's boring. And most of the time, he'll be sitting there just having to read boring documents and do all this boring legwork. That's why does he want to be president? Being a politician, for the most part, when you're not campaigning, is boring.
He wants to build a beautiful wall. And he did actually say, I'm going to build a wall, and it's going to be the most beautiful wall you've ever seen. And I have this image of this wall he's going to build. It's got hanging baskets on it. And ornate brickwork.
Is it going to be like the Hanging Walls of Babylon?
Yeah, and he says we're going to have a beautiful door in the middle where people come into the country.
Legally.
Not over the wall.
Yeah. Great.
But
they got to come in legally. It's going to be a bigly wall. We're going to have legally doors.
So you're going to watch the next one?
Oh, of course. Well, I'm going to be watching it with you. We're going to be watching it
we're going to be watching it at MAGA headquarters.
Yeah, MAGA headquarters.
Yeah. Do you think that Donald Trump can make America great again?
I don't. There's too much bureaucracy. I mean, how much will one man do anyway?
Well, I personally think
like Ronald McDonald doesn't change the fucking menu. Even though he's the face of the franchise.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to give you that. That's a good one.
The Colonel's dead. He ain't fucking doing shit for KFC lately. He's still the fucking man.
He won't release the files.
No. Colonel won't
release the files, Colonel.
Yeah, what's your secret recipe? Release the files. I already told you. Yeah, I'll release them when I'm dead. I'm dead. Too bad you don't get to find out. The Colonel's secret recipe.
Here's the thing, right? I think Donald Trump could make America great again, but no one will enjoy it. and no one will thank him for it for about a generation.
Well, no, everything's easier in hindsight, you know.
You know, he's going to go, we're going to make America great again. And everybody goes, yeah, great. And I'm thinking, do you know how much pain this is going to involve? You've destroyed your manufacturing base, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have to destroy the minimum. You're going to have to take the minimum wage right out of this. You're going to have to start competing with countries where people leave their families for 3 months at a time, go and live in a dormitory for $20 a day and save 20% of that. Can you compete with those people?
Well, that's it. I mean, how are you going to bring jobs back to the States?
Well, there are tariffs that other countries have that are unfair, but also he can encourage countries, or rather discourage them from leaving with penalties, tax penalties.
It's still going to be hard to compete with slave labor.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
I mean, he could make America great again. It's going to take a long time. No one's going to thank him for it. That's my point.
Well, yeah. I mean, Jefferson. How long? It took him 200 years before people, remembered he was a slave owner.
Who said that?
No, I don't know. I'm sure people remembered back then, but they didn't care.
So anyway, do you want to go and talk about Kim Kardashian a little bit more?
So Kim Kardashian, I just hope she's okay. I hope she doesn't have PTSD.
Oh, she might do.
Oh my God. I hope it's okay. I hope she doesn't need too much. I hope her ass doesn't get any. Actually, I hope her ass gets bigger.
Yeah.
So do you think she's attractive, Kim Kardashian?
I think she's very attractive.
She is very attractive.
Yeah, but she's kind of like you.
Is she pro Hillary? Totally, right?
Eh?
Is she totally pro Hillary?
I don't know if she really. I mean, it's like asking a fucking dog whether he wants spaghetti bolognese or ice cream.
Yeah. I think Trump said I don't think she's attractive. I think her ass is too big.
No, that's not Trump's style. Okay.
What did Trump say? Oh, Trump did say that, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the other story this week. Trump being horrible to that woman who turns out to be a Venezuelan gangster's mole involved in a murder conspiracy and a hardcore porn actress. So it's like Hillary Clinton's campaign of pulling all these people out going, look at this person. Donald Trump said something mean about her. And then you go, wow, do you know this person's history and what they're about? Oh shit. No, that's not a good example.
Yeah. It would be kind of like Trump blaming Hillary. She said Pablo Escobar had a tiny penis. It's like, hey, look, man, that's not very nice. That's not very nice. You're man shaming. He was a great man.
He's got medium-sized hands.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, I'm looking forward to the next debate. Last debate, we were actually speaking in KFC. It was a fried chicken debate party.
It was.
And I was a bit hungover, and I had KFC.
Oh, you didn't explain you were hungover?
Well, yeah, I was ashamed of it. Anyway.
So you came down. We spent about $60 on KFC, if not more. I mean, there's a lot of KFC there. I don't normally eat it. I did enjoy it.
I threw up when I got back.
Yeah.
Barfed my guts out. That stuff is terrible.
Well, it wasn't as bad as I remember it.
Yeah.
From previous visits.
That plantation owner, Colonel Sanders, I don't know why.
I think presidential debates on a big 55-inch flat screen TV with fried chicken, I think it's perfect.
Yeah. Are we going to have fried chicken the next one? What are we doing?
I don't know.
Huh.
Better ask.
Anyway, I hope Trump wins round 2 because we want to see.
He's got to win round 2, and also here. This is the other thing in the news this week is that he's getting coached by Nigel Farage.
Oh, nice.
So Sir Nigel the Knight is coming, and he basically Nigel's going to be in the audience that night watching him.
Right.
So one of the bits of advice that Nigel Farage gave Trump was, listen, don't let her get under your skin. She's going to annoy you. She's going to try and pull you into the weeds where she can beat you up with stuff. Don't do that.
Yeah, because she wants to label you the crazy one.
Yeah. She was there for the taking. Yeah. All he had to do, like I say, was pick up the weapon and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And he didn't do it. And he must be beating himself up so badly right now.
Nah, he's probably just...
It's like, I did a good job. I didn't do a good job, but I think I did a good job.
Yeah, did I do a good job? I know I did a good job. Did I? I don't know.
Does my Donald Trump sound too much like Columbo?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like sort of a gay, but it's funny because your impressions they kind of just they switch because you're what do you just be like your accents they just go into like a black after a while.
Yeah, they do. That's it.
Any North American accent just eventually goes goddamn
after a little while.
After a little while.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I'm glad you've noticed that.
Yeah.
I don't have much game.
But looking forward to round 2, October 9th.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it'll be like Rocky 2. Maybe he'll win the belt this one.
Reptilian versus Thump.
Yeah. That's your Rocky theme.
That was fight night in Britain on Tuesday nights.
Nice.
Okay. Anyway, let's go to the fucking news.
Let's go to the fucking news.
This is the fucking news.
All right, go. In 5, 4. I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
This is the fucking news.
Fucking thing sucks.
Well,
first story this week. 4chan's Paul, i.e. the politically incorrect board, and the trolls on it have launched, quote, Operation Google to wage war on Google for the company's attempts to censor mean words on the internet by blocking web pages containing certain taboo words, racial slurs, that sort of thing, from appearing in the search results. Naturally, the simplest way to fly under the Google bad word radar is to just use new words for the things that Google doesn't like. And then the best revenge on Google for making you do that is to use Google as one of those words. So from now on, Google is your new N-word, a Skype is a Jew, and you want to make sure you avoid getting beheaded by a Skittle.
Skittle, I love that one. Skittle,
There's a whole bunch of other ones too.
So my main question from that story is Islam now a bad word? So if you put Islam in a title, is Google going to say we're not showing this?
I'm not entirely certain, but I know they're using Skittles as the new slang term for Muslims, and considering that it's 4chan and Paul, probably it's for, I don't know, sand people or God knows what terms.
So if you Google like racist terminology on Google, then it won't even come up?
That's the plan. They've got this new AI sort of thing.
So
that's
just these words just don't exist anymore.
Don't exist anymore. That's the way we're going. That's the beautiful future, Byron. I did warn you about it. I'm trying to warn everybody about it. The beautiful future with Justin Trudeau at the helm is that all of these bad words and any sort of criticism of the direction that he's sailing the ship will be obliterated from the common.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're just gonna have to make new words. There's letters. We got so many different combinations.
Exactly,
okay.
And the whole point is for 4chan is to get back at the companies trying to enforce the censorship. So that's why, Google is the new thing, and they're starting all these memes. So there's one that I always keep laughing at, where the title is Google Finance. It shows a drug dealer throwing money in the air.
Well, the most telling example of this was recently when we did speak about this. Hillary Clinton, when there were all those rumors, those right-wing conspiracy rumors about her health, which turned out to be completely unfounded. All those conspiracy theories about her health. If you put into Google Hillary Clinton HE, it didn't come up with health. No. And this was the week when everybody, all the papers, everything, even the papers were talking about this. They had to. But if you put in Google Hillary Clinton H, health didn't come up.
If you just Hillary Clinton H, it'd be like Hillary Clinton, a member of the Hell's Angels.
Yes, exactly.
It'd be like, oh, really? She just fainted yesterday. That's weird. How come you're making her a biker? Whatever. Let's make her something else.
Well, even the Hell's Angels are afraid of her, so they had to make her president.
Oh, my God.
See, this is it. If reality doesn't fit your narrative, then reality must be forced to change to fit the narrative. That's the world we live in now.
Yeah.
And
the moral of the story is just remember the new words for when you're swearing in traffic.
Well, yeah, I'd love to do more corporate gigs, and I want to get on TV. But I also want to be racist and bigoted. So I'm just going to have to invent new hurtful words that people don't know aren't racist yet.
Or just do gigs in Abbotsford.
Yeah, or just do gigs in Abbotsford, which you've been doing. Abbotsford.
I bet they love you.
It's amazing.
Do they carry you through the audience on a chair?
Oh, they love me there. They love me, but I don't love them.
Why not? You can't say that. There's people from Abbotsford listening.
I don't know, because they're just meth addicts.
Well,
they like Jesus, but they love meth.
So which do they like more, meth or Jesus?
Meth.
Meth is better than Jesus.
Yeah, meth is more. It's more attainable.
Instant.
Well, it's easier to see Jesus when you're on meth.
But also, when he said, if you do enough meth, it takes you away from Jesus.
It kind of does. I don't know.
So you and Jesus are parting company every time you do meth.
Yeah, what's funny when I do gigs in political correct places, they're like, just be like, oh my God, I can't. You drink black coffee, you're racist. But then you do gigs like there, and it's the exact opposite, where you're like, hey, I noticed you were doing that funny Asian voice. I'm like, oh yeah, I hate them too. And I'm like, oh no, I don't hate them, but whatever. Hey, let me buy you a drink. Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. You end up drinking with dangerous people, don't you?
I did, yeah.
And you don't want to say the wrong thing because they might decide they don't like you anymore and then kill you.
Exactly. Yeah. But at that moment in time,
bikers are really polite out that way.
At that moment in time, they're the most generous, nice, friendly people. But I just know deep inside they're kind of bad people. But they like me, so hey,
they like you, and that's okay.
That's matters.
Yeah, it's like you're like a I don't know, you're a bit like a pantomime clown for the Third Reich, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's,
You know, they pat you on the head, Goebbels and Himmler all patting you on the head, going, good little monkey boy.
Yeah.
Tell us another story about the Jews.
yeah, totally.
And you're going, yeah. And they go, get you another drink. You go, yeah, okay, sorry. Shit,
And then
don't kill
I know,
me.
and they're just like, "Would you like another schnapps?" I'm like, "Oh, sure."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they dress you up in those little pants that come out of the side and the boots. You put a little hat on you. And your furry little arms are sticking out the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, they all these sexy broom Helgas they throw at me. How could I say no? Yeah, the best Bavarian sausage fucking money can buy. Gee, I love sausage.
You love sausage and tits, don't you?
Yeah. Who doesn't like sausage and tits?
Yeah.
Yeah. So last time I saw sausage and tits, I was holding Justin Trudeau's hand at the Gay Pride Parade. I was right there with.
Justin couldn't contain himself, could he?
Yeah.
He goes, there's a transgender man.
Yeah.
There's a drag queen, tits and a cock.
Yeah.
Payday.
Wasn't that where did he like kiss a drag queen? And
Yeah,
got, like,
yeah,
a,
he
like,
went up
Ran
boom.
up to hug one, he let go of the stroller, so like his own
See,
kids
that's a great metaphor for what he's doing to the country. He sees a drag queen, forgets about the children, which are the future. They roll off into traffic, and he just goes and hugs the drag queen. That's a great metaphor for what he's going to do to the country.
Yep.
Oh my god! My funniest experience with a drag queen was I was doing
I
a
bet
street
you got
show.
many. Go on,
I
tell us one of
got
them.
plenty. I live in the West End. I was doing a street performance, and when I was doing the show, right in the middle of the show on the street, this drag queen just walks right through like a catwalk, just taking her time. And then I couldn't resist. I was like, "Wow, that is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen who has a cock." and then the drag queen just flipped. I was like, "Fuck you!"
What do you mean? Is that not a compliment?
Yeah, no, exactly that. But that make things funnier. The drag queen then just did a huge cartwheel, really nice cartwheel too, great form, and just you could see her fucking huge package right in the between, and it was just like,
that's a cultured way of showing you the package.
yeah, and it was
Rather than
just
just lifting up the skirt and going, look at that,
yeah,
with hair sticking out the side of it and everything.
yeah,
They just went cartwheel, nice and graceful way of doing it.
yeah,
Look at this. It's art and pornography.
exactly.
Rolled into one package.
And she had a tattoo on her taint that says "Make genitals great again."
Oh dear. All right. Well, what else have we got?
All right. Well, speaking of up the skirt, a Royal Canadian Mint employee decided that saying shitting bricks, he thought it was a good idea, as long as they were golden bricks, that is. He allegedly smuggled nearly $200,000 worth of gold out of the office, bit by bit, up his ass.
Yeah, that's not a lot of gold to put up your ass.
Are you sure that was he was smuggling gold, or was that copper? Because copper is way shittier.
Quickly, but I guess what he was doing was he was taking out one bit at a time, going to the gold kiosks where you can sell it, getting a check from them, depositing in the bank. The way he got caught actually was some goddamn teller at the bank got noticed. He go, this guy's getting a lot of like $6,000 checks from this gold place. That's kind of weird. Oh, and it says here he works for the Royal Canadian Mint. So that's where you want to go, mind your own business, bitch. But she ratted him out.
Yeah, that's a bit stupid. The main mistake he made was not getting paid in cash.
Yes, exactly.
It seems to be like some optimistic sort of metaphor. It's like, you know what? For every fucking lump of shit, there's a piece of gold in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I'm a pessimist, so I'm like,
$200,000 worth of gold. It's not that much.
Well, he probably got caught early in this scam. Like it kind of sounds like he was thinking, I'll just like take one a week and then slowly build up and then
Just sit on it. Excuse the pun. Just sit on it. don't cash it. Sit on it.
well, yeah, just like eventually like eggs will hatch. It's funny, but like no. Well, you got to think. Well, that's a 100. What does he have got an ounce at a time up his ass or?
I'm not exactly sure, but they were
ounces.
They were calling them the pucks, so it's like the round sort of.
Yeah, he's probably fitting an ounce at a time.
Be hammered out thinner to make coins.
I see.
So
right.
So it's got to be 100 times he's shoved gold up his ass.
Yeah. Well, and they found like a little jar of Vaseline in his work locker at work and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, man.
And it kind of sounds like his lawyer was saying that, well, they can't really prove that he stole it because maybe he bought the pucks legitimately and then later sold them, and security is so lax at the Royal Canadian Mint that they can't be entirely certain that he did steal it other than circumstantial evidence. Yeah,
maybe he bought them, snuck them into the mint, and then just stuck them up his ass and walked out of there.
Like he was setting off the metal detectors more often than any of the other employees who didn't have like steel plates in their head or
is that
something
right?
like that. And then what would happen is you walk through, set it off, and then they do exam with the wand.
Yep.
But for whatever reason, the wand, I guess, doesn't pick up gold stuck up your butt. So he'd get the wand waved all over him, and they say, I don't know. Okay, go home.
Two things here. He's not very clever. So basically, when he's setting off the metal detectors, that's the first indication that if you're going to do this on a regular basis, you need to find another method because you can't be setting off the metal detectors every time. It's going to make people suspicious. And the second one is don't be getting a check written and then putting it in your bank account because your bank has a record of where you work. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the other moral of the story is if you're a gold digger, fill out an application.
Yeah, he had to be like,
security is lax.
be like-
and someone was saying that gold just sits around in buckets. No one really keeps track of it and blah, blah, blah.
it'd be funny. It's just like, hey, what do you call it? Yeah, just like, hey, he's a gold digger. He's picking his ass. And it'd be like, he's like, well, the ego in this guy, he thinks he shits gold.
So what's he doing now? Is he on trial still?
I believe so, yeah.
He's
he
probably
could
going to get away with it.
He could probably just shit out bail money.
And then they'll have to give him the money back. They're going to have to give him that money back.
Are they going to wash it first?
Oh, dear. All right. Boom. On that note, you're done, aren't you? Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, I'm done with that one. Well, here's a story for Byron that Byron won't like, but sort of might. An Iraqi housewife has found...
so he's loved it already.
Oh, yeah.
She's found a uniquely domestic goddess sort of way to get revenge on the ISIS bastards who, after they murdered several members of her family, including her father, husband, brothers. She went off and joined a group fighting back against ISIS and worked her way up in the hierarchy. Obviously, there's no glass ceiling in fighting ISIS because she now heads a guerrilla group of 70 soldiers. She's participated in beheadings, and for the housewife touch, she even took some of the severed heads and cooked them.
Wow, this is like Jeffrey Dahmer feminist shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
she can get away with it because it's all under the legitimacy of war.
Well,
You're fighting a monster, right?
She's
You-
posting photos of it on her Facebook.
right. And the ISIS are like, unfriend.
ISIS is
Those
probably
are fighters with boiled heads. Unfriend.
ISIS.
I recognize that's Abdul. How can you do that to Abdul?
That's Sheikh Khalif Mohammed.
That's. I wonder if they're putting like the angry emoji on
They're
Facebook.
doing that. Going, angry face.
Yeah.
Angry face. I don't like that.
You know, good on her.
Hillary Clinton's put a price on her head.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're killing off my boys.
You're killing all my boys. I'm not having that. I'm not happy with
Yeah,
this. I'm going to fucking take you out of the picture.
Yeah, I started this franchise. I drafted all those guys.
Come on, I trained those guys.
Yeah.
My money, sorry, those lives in Benghazi paid for this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas my questions were more culinary. Do the ISIS pigs taste like pork? And what spices do you use to season severed ISIS heads?
Cayenne pepper and coriander.
Nice.
There you go.
God, that ISIS meat just falls right off the skull. It must be the Colonel's secret recipe.
You could do the advert. You go, hello, my friends. Everybody gets hungry. And not always is there lamb available.
Yeah.
So now, Mrs. Lady, who doesn't like the ISIS, she's going to kill the ISIS and boil the head. And then we sell it to you at lunchtime.
But even still, it is much more humane than what KFC does with those chickens.
So next time you're watching presidential debate, remember, ISIS head tastes good in a bucket.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got?
That's it for mine.
is that it?
But
Okay.
I believe you guys have stories.
Byron's got a story.
Oh, I got a story. Yeah. Justin Trudeau, right?
Yeah, Justin Trudeau.
Justin Trudeau
Dude, what's he
was
been up
there.
to?
He was there helping out. Your old pals from over the.
Oh yeah, my
over the
what you
pond.
mean? My pals, the royal.
Yeah, the
family?
royal guys.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in ages. We got him really well. They usually
Yeah,
come
right.
around about once a week.
Yeah. So Kate William.
Yeah.
William came to our neck of the woods, the West Coast. They came to Victoria.
Yeah.
And when they came to Victoria, Christy Clark, the Premier, was speaking. And when she went to speak at the House of Parliament, everybody was just like making air fart noises because nobody gives a shit about her.
Right.
And then William and Kate and the kids were there. And it was like, oh, people were happy to see him. But people were the most happy to see, pool boy band sensation, our leader, fucking Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he came up there, woo!
But they're going, we're Justin.
people were just like,
hair.
people were just like, it's a sunny day. It's a sunny day, but why is the ground wet? Has it been raining? No, that's just gay men and women just gushing all their bodily fluids out of their crotch of this fucking man crush they have on this guy.
Fuck policies. Policies are so underrated. Just give me some hair that moves
Look
in
at
the
that.
wind.
Fuck, he's so dreamy. And
so-
you see that picture of Kate Middleton, right? And she's just getting flush and she's got her hair behind her ear and she's a schoolgirl crush and she's like, oh, George. She's just like, oh, William, will you just change the kids' nappies? I want to fuck Canada. That's what we got to do.
I
Shag
love
the
you.
colony.
Yeah, it's almost like she's in the room.
Yeah.
Because that accent is so close to how she sounds.
Was she like, oh, right, then.
Yeah.
All right, geezer. I'm a fucking princess.
That's
you cunt.
exactly how she talks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fucking princess.
I'm a fucking princess, mate.
Oh, don't fuck with me.
Don't
I'm a
fuck
princess.
with me, mate. I live in Buckingham Palace, you fucking muppet.
All right, I think you're going a bit far now.
Okay.
So anyway, the other bit of that story was little Prince George.
Yes.
Right? Justin Trudeau got down. He goes, "Hey, buddy,
He's going for the
five."
high five photo op, right?
And little George, he just looked at him, and this wasn't on many outlets, but what he actually said to him was, "Why don't you fuck off, you silly man, and stop betraying the future of your children?"
Well, that's the thing, because he's got a great education, right?
Yeah.
Private school. They call them public schools there, right?
What?
In the UK.
Yeah, they call them public school, but it's private school.
Why is that, though?
Yeah, because
they're not public.
down. Yeah, no.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, I know. They used to be public schools, but they're not anymore.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, that's what it doesn't make sense. But
Anyway,
it works
but yeah,
somehow.
but no, I mean, that's the thing. He's got a great education, so he's able to do it at such an early age.
Yeah, so he's able to see through bullshit like Justin Trudeau straight away.
He's like, I will not engage in this high-fivery.
Yeah, he doesn't sound anything like his mum, does
No,
he?
he's like, I will not engage in
He's
this
had a great
high-fivery.
education. She was dragged up on an estate.
Yeah. She's like, go on then, high-five him, mummy wants to shag him. And he's like, no, mummy, he's doing a terrible, terrible job for the economy of one of our colonies. I will refuse.
Yeah, exactly. He should be the next king, that little fucker.
Yeah.
I don't care whether he's 5 when they put him on the throne. It's about time we had a boy king.
Yeah,
Have
we need a fucking boy
Game
king.
of Thrones shit.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones shit. Put a breastplate on him,
Yeah.
put a rapier in his hand, and fucking, stop. Have Jean-Claude Juncker sort of like beheaded. Put his head on a stick.
Boy kings always make good decisions.
Boy kings make great decisions.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
they
like-
always have nefarious handlers.
Yeah, there's that. I want a teddy bear in that Frenchman's head.
I want a
He also
teddy
have
bear.
his mother beheaded Anne Boleyn style if
Yeah,
she
yeah.
does fuck Trudeau.
Yeah. But anyway.
Oh dear. So,
But yeah, no, so they went to Victoria, then they came to the downtown east side in Vancouver where they went to like some women's shelter or whatever. And while he did that, I felt really bad. Prince William, like me, also got his bike stolen. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, man?
Do you know where else they went as well? They went to the immigration centre.
Oh, yeah.
The immigration centre at 11th and Victoria.
Oh,
now,
right.
that was being built when I lived around. I used to live at the end of the road there. That was being built then. And I remember that was being built in 2010. So now I'm looking at that. And at the time I thought, why are they building this here? There's no, a refugee immigration welcoming centre. Why are they doing that? But now this is starting to make sense because they knew the migrant crisis was going to happen because they engineered it. And so they have these places that they were building in anticipation of an event that was yet to happen.
So
That's my hypothesis.
You think Hillary phoned like Libby Davies or something like that?
Yeah, and said, get that fucking centre built now.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, that speaks volumes about Justin Trudeau's sense of values, that he takes the royal family to a refugee welcoming centre and to an injection site.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to see any dolphins? No, fuck that.
No, let's
Show them the refugees and the junkies.
Yeah.
The real wildlife.
And do you think there's like, actually, we'd like to do some touristy things, maybe go to the aquarium and just like, no. He's just like, no, sorry, you're going to see junkies and refugees.
That's right. Because
It's like-
we're good people.
Yeah. And they was like, all
This
right,
is the
well,
best
whatever.
Vancouver has to offer.
This is the best Vancouver has to offer.
But it's funny because I heard they put them up at they put them up at like the Imperial. That's gross.
Where's the Imperial?
It's like a Maine and Hastings. It's gross. It's sketchy. I couldn't believe it. The royal family put up there.
But on the other hand, it's right across the street from the number 5 Orange. So, when William gets bored, it's convenient.
They just had like, cigarette butts fucking like, George got a bad 8-ball. Oh, Jesus Christ. William kept tweeting about the fentanyl. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus, nice one, JT. Way to show him fucking
Nice
good
one,
time.
JT, you
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot. Yeah.
Oh, dear. He's going to close us down, isn't he?
Yeah.
You see, you know. Hey, do you know the ironic thing? I realize this sometimes. Just going back to Hillary Clinton and the presidential debate and all of the presidential race. You know, our podcast gets more listeners than Hillary Clinton gets at rallies.
Do you think we might be president?
Well, we could run. On the basis of that, we could run to be president of the United States.
Well, plus our listeners actually listen for free, as opposed to she has to pay all those people who show up. You know, all 15 of them.
No one. Have you noticed this? No one ever mentions how big or small rather the crowds are at Hillary's events, because no one fucking turns up to them.
Because
they don't
that's
even
hate
mention
speech, Ivan. Like mentioning the numbers as hate speech
That's
because
hate-
you're a
that's hateful.
Because
misogynist.
they don't turn the
pig.
cameras down.
Yeah, so basically, Trump gets 10,000 plus. Trump gets 10,000 plus on average at his rallies.
Do you think you should only be able to vote if you go to one of his rallies?
No, I just think that
Because
that's
then he would
interesting.
win.
I think. Well, yeah. I mean, if the rallies were anything to
Yeah.
go by, it's going to be a landslide.
Yeah, yeah.
But never underestimate the mendacity of the deep state.
But we of course. But I think we should be able to, I think by Facebook logic, we should be able to run for president, because by Facebook logic, everybody says, if you vote for Trump, unfriend me now. So clearly, as a Canadian, we're allowed to vote for them. Therefore, we should run for president.
Yeah, I've been doing a clear out of anybody who supports Hillary Clinton. I'm pretty okay with other people having other views, but with Hillary Clinton, it's like, you know what? There is no excuse. You've decided to embrace evil at some stage.
So is it if you just like Hillary on Facebook, or if you just say anything like, "Oh, I like Hillary"?
Yeah, if you start going on about how great Hillary Clinton is, you're fucking gone.
But nobody likes her. Who on Facebook likes her?
Yeah, I know. That's what I only had to get rid of.
I know a
I
couple-
have several retard friends who do.
I got a couple gay friends that do, but that's about it.
I know. There's a few people that I had to get rid of,
Yeah.
unfortunately, but they're not close to anything. It's just
But it's like, I don't know. It's like me having friends that like the Boston Bruins. I'm like, whatever. You're an
Yeah,
asshole.
it's
but
not quite that
I'm not
bad.
gonna have friends.
It's not that bad. Supporting Hillary Clinton. I mean, you basically, it's pretty unforgivable supporting Hillary Clinton, as far as I'm concerned. She's a criminal of dynastic proportions, right? I just take it personally. I just think, it's like voting for Satan because he's got a dick. Because she's a woman. Anyway, fuck it.
Whatever.
So anyway, on that, I've got some fucking news stories. Do you want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Yep.
Brexit!
Yeah, that's right. So
It's a busy week, man.
yeah, it's been a real busy week. So Margaret Thatcher 2.0 is like, let's get it fucking done, bitches.
Yeah, there was a Tory
What's her
party-
name again? It's Theresa
May.
Yeah.
Tory party conference on Sunday in Birmingham. And she basically got up there and she said, let me be absolutely clear. Brexit means Brexit. We will be leaving. We'll be leaving when we're ready. And I'm here to tell you today that we will be invoking Article 50, which is the mechanism by which to leave the European Union by no later than the end of March next year, with full exit by early 2019, which is amazing, really. Everybody expected to drag her feet on this
Yeah.
for as long as possible, but she's gone, you know what? No, Brexit means Brexit. And I can't help but think that there's been a lot of behind-the-scenes bullying and manipulation tried out by the European Union. I mean, they've been playing hardball and they've been saying, no, you're going to have to go hard exit. And she is going to have to go hard exit. And what that means is that there is no sort of like softening the blow of leaving. You don't retain any aspect of membership. It's like a hard berth, a hard landing, So it's going to be a bit painful maybe at first, but you're dealing with a.
It's like getting out of a really a terrible relationship.
It's a terrible marriage.
Yeah.
With an abusive partner.
It's still going to be hard because, you remember the good times. Like, oh, yeah, I remember that time we went to France and got in debt, but.
Yeah, you can still go to France, sir.
Yeah.
There was a woman on who did a video saying, I love Europe and I'm just really sad that I'm not going to be part of Europe anymore.
Well, I don't understand. Why can't you go there?
Of course you can go there. But it's the difference between being part of Europe and being able to go there.
Well, I mean, it's like, I guess you can't live there.
Being part of the European Union is not the same as being part of Europe.
Yeah.
You can be part of Europe. You're still part of Europe, but you're not in the European Union. There's a massive difference.
Yeah, you can still be shit at football in the fucking Euros.
Yeah, exactly. That's not going to stop.
You can still lose to
In fact,
Iceland.
it might actually
4
make
years.
it better.
Yeah, you can still lose to Iceland in 4 years.
Yes.
Again.
Yeah. De-investing from that one as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my first story. And the second one is that on the same day, such a terrible day for the EU Sunday was, on the same day, Hungary had a referendum to vote as to whether they would accept the EU migrant quota that they've been saddled with. I don't know if people don't know the backstory. Basically, the EU turned around to Hungary and said, "You're going to take 90,000 refugees, and if you don't, we're going to fine you 232,000 euros for every one you turn away."
Right.
And so Hungary said, "Okay, well, we're going to put it to a national vote." 95% of people voted to reject it. So what you're seeing now are the lines clearly being drawn in the sand from Hungary to Britain, and going on in the background of all of this, you've got the banking crisis with Deutsche Bank in the middle of it. This is Europe's biggest bank. The speculation is that it's a $46 trillion debt hole that they're dealing with. They're going to have to be bailed out by the German government. But the point about it is that the German government can't do this without bailing out Italian banks as well, because it's one law for them and another law for everybody else.
Yeah, right.
So Merkel's damned if she does and damned if she doesn't, because if she bails them out, AfD support's going to go through the roof.
Wow.
Get a joke out of that, motherfucker.
Well, I mean, that's pretty complex what you said, but about the whole Hungary thing, it's just like, turns out Hungary, they don't want the refugees. They had enough. Hungary be full.
Oh, that was a tough one, but you managed to get some out of it.
It's kind of lame.
Yeah.
Stretching there. Once you went off on that complex bank tirade, I was like, me dumb, me don't know facts. All I could think of was Hungary full.
Hungary is full. Hungary's like Viktor Orban has been the leader of Hungary. Has been the only one who's been standing up, and he was the guy who said, "Listen, the words might come out of Clinton's mouth. Sorry, the voice is Clinton, but the words are George Soros."
Yeah, we never hear that guy. How come he never says anything?
He never says anything because he doesn't have to, because he's the Emperor Palpatine. He operates from
he's
behind
got
the
like
scenes.
a terrible speaking voice? Because like he looks like this old, scary old man.
Yeah, no,
like,
he sounds like he looks. He sounds like an evil.
come sit on my lap, I touch you.
He sounds like a Bond villain who sits in a chair stroking a cat.
Right.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Because it'd be unfortunate if one of the most evil men in the world, when you hear him, he's like, hello.
Yeah, it's like a Freddie Mercury voice.
He's like, what I like to do is I like to ruin the economy for Europe.
It's like David Beckham on Helium.
Yeah, exactly. And you'd be like, oh, that's unfortunate. Why can't you sound more like that?
Like the Duchess of the Duchess of York.
Kate Middleton.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Kate fucking Middleton, you slag.
George Soros and Kate Middleton grew up on the same estate.
Yeah.
That's her granddad.
Look,
He fought during the war for the Nazis.
all 5 different fucking outfits I wore for this Canadian trip. One of them was a fucking little green thing, right? And then another one, hey, it's not a flowery fucking pattern on it.
I wonder how much jewelry Kate Middleton took on holiday for a trip to Canada.
Well, apparently the rumor is that she fucking stole Kim Kardashian's jewelry.
She had the job done.
Yeah, she had the job done.
Hey, you hear that Kim Kardashian's got $11 million worth of jewelry in France. She's got no safe, right? She's a bit of an idiot. Can you go and rob it?
No, she just took it in a Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox. Just do good, boys. Jesus, what are you doing?
Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox.
Yeah.
It's going to be in everything from now on.
Yeah, just shake it up. Everyone's like, yeah. It's getting peanut butter all over it.
She's got some little fucking midgets to lick it off. You have to wear little uniforms though.
Yeah.
It's the peanut butter, it's the Reese's uniform you have to wear when they're doing that. And if it's got jam on it, well, there's a different uniform.
I love lunch boxes when I was a kid. It was great. It could be as racist as possible. Oh, well. Anyway.
Did you have a picture of Malcolm X on your lunchbox?
Yeah, I did. Mine was, I have all these blaxploitation lunchboxes. Yeah. Black Panther's lunchbox.
Well, that's it, I think, for this week, isn't it?
Yeah, that was fun.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening.
If the world is over, at least this has been a good episode.
Yeah. Great. Thank you very much. I've been Ivan Penaluna.
I'm Byron Bertram.
I'm Pure Dracula. Yeah.